right, welcome to Raising Funds for World Domination, day number 241. So, once again, there are no updates on any of these items, and we will continue with work on the terminal block mining simulation game. So I think it was 17. Let's move that up a bit. So the task I've been working on is a kind of simplification, consolidation of the frame drawing. And I guess the thing I need to do there's an existing bug in the way that the frame draws. So it doesn't actually overwrite these extra parts. Cybernetic logos. Hello, how are you? Not too bad. How are you doing? Yeah, so as you can see, it's not actually updating the right parts. And so the fix for that you're great, excellent. Getting my MMO off the ground, nice. Is that your Hack Matrix MMO? Let's see. Yeah, actually, I should go back and take a look at that. I haven't. I remember some of your videos. I was going to give you some more shoutouts on your channel, but you privated a bunch of those videos, so I wasn't sure if you didn't want them seen or not. Porting to Wayland. Nice. Cycle my videos. Depending on the moon. Like you replace them? I would assume that's like bad for the YouTube algorithm. Private, unprivate. Somewhat bad. Not as bad as re-upload. Okay. I guess what are the advantages of that? Going to work real hard this year. Excellent. On all my projects. Yeah, I hope things take off. I mean, I feel like I've been working hard on all my projects for years. But that moment of exponential growth, I don't know, I guess, I mean, I have some small successes, but the kind of breakout success that allows you to comfortably pay rent or buy a house, that eludes me. Advantages, I can't bear watching some of my videos, so I just private the ones I don't like. Then I decide to video again. Yeah, I guess I kind of honestly, like in some of my older videos, when I look back at them, I'm like, this doesn't look good. And there's a few of them like where I'm like, man, I probably should have. I didn't really look that good. I probably should have shaved. But then at the time, I was like, man, I gotta get a video out fast. So I just won't. I won't bother brushing my hair or whatever. As one-man team, exponential isn't really on the table. Why not? Breakout success is nice. Just 10x output via some combination of effort, leverage, and algorithmic force. Just hard work. That's where it is. You're just a good example. Hope your projects break through. One day, I just need to get that generous benefactor. Wow, the stream's at 9 likes already. It says there's 2 concurrent viewers, but 9 likes. That's weird. Those metrics are, yeah, I've only been streaming for less than 10 minutes. Interesting. The generous benefactor may need you to end MMO endpoints based on an open protocol for your block mining game. Is there such a thing, an MMO endpoint based on an open protocol? Not going to find something that makes it exponential. At least, don't think like that. Comes out of the wash when you try hard continuously. Not going to find something makes it exponentially better. I'm just talking about like general exponential growth in life. The idea that you get like any business or any kind of process. Man, the metrics are all weird tonight. It says 0 concurrent users. We got 2 people in chat. We get 10 likes already. MMO input is just a big text buffer. Don't know about it. Do you mean what I'm working on? I'm writing them. Oh, you're making the open protocol. I guess the block mining game is going to be fairly generic, so I guess in a way it's almost just like an engine that I'm writing. So we'll see how far I get. Okay, interesting. That looks like it's still not working. You've got more animations than Dwarf Fortress already. That game is a million commits. And animations, I mean, like animations in the game. I don't think I've seen Dwarf Fortress, the modern Dwarf Fortress, and it looks like way more advanced than what I have. What about I pay royalties to put it on the protocols? I do the engineering work. We can gate the game with an ETH payment. Nope, there will be no cryptocurrency. I'll do all the work. I don't know. I'm at this time I'm not looking for business partners, especially for a speculative, high-risk thing like this. Just use your game and your name. That's the most valuable thing. Maybe it looks better than I remember. I was kind of commenting your snazzy graphics. Oh, that's very generous of you. No cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency's it invites too many things that I don't have any interest in. There's like it's. I mean, just watch like any CoffeeZilla. Watch all the CoffeeZilla cryptocurrency episodes. They all end up in like scams, and the scammers are scamming each other. Good way to make money. Did engineering feature bounties for cryptocurrency payments? Maybe. The thing is, I would like to do economically useful things where there's like, where you're not just like scamming people, and that's the only way to make money with crypto. Is just scam people. And there's all the other problems, like as soon as you go into crypto, the type of people it attracts just so much unsavory everything. So if you create your own token, all the people the CoffeeZilla comments about are just people creating their own tokens. If you ask CoffeeZilla, again, I just like anything that would involve that. It attracts criminals. It attracts intelligence agencies. It attracts like the legal and regulatory aspect of it is speculative. Selling the game, scamming people. Selling it is not, but the thing is, if people want to buy it, you can already buy a sponsored block type with good old fashioned currency. And now there's no cryptocurrency involved. We're past Web 3.0. Web 4. I don't even know what Web 4 is. I understand that using Pump token is scamming. Sell your game literally for just Ethereum and Bitcoin. In that case, it's just like adding a payment processor, but like that's a different payment option, but I doubt that I would even get any meaningful amount of sales. Good point. Culture of crypto has been destroyed, unfortunately. There's some really cool stuff in crypto. There is, but in my opinion, like one of the reasons I don't want to touch it is I think the U.S. government basically considers its currency, like of all things that are related to national security, like of military stuff and supply chains and all that kind of stuff, the most important thing for them to keep control over is the currency. And I think any attempt to get into the Wild West to like make up your own currency and stuff like that is going to be completely like you're either going to end up getting like audited by the IRS or the tax authority, or the FBI will shut you down, or there'll be some kind of like thing that will like you cannot escape the taxation stuff. And the problem is, like, if your coins get stolen, who are you going to call? But if your money gets stolen from a bank, you can at least work with the bank. Do you know about Quick or UDP? I know of UDP and Quick. CIA watching their favorite Linux commands because they got tipped off on someone selling their game. Yep, that's how they learn about it. I mean, I think the government is also already like getting involved in having these like stablecoin off ramps and stuff like that. And like I don't care about any of that stuff. It's not interesting to me, or it's not economically productive. It's just a payment processor. to drive sales. Would it drive sales? That's the problem, though. I think I might create that, and then it would just not get any sales, and it'd be a waste of time. I think that's what Web4 will be built. What are the other options for link layer? I think Chrome. Actually, if you search on my blog, there's a I have a blog post on the Jim Roskind C and C++ grammar, and in that I talk about Jim Roskind, who was one of the first people to like dive into the details of making a grammar for the language. And I dug into this when I was researching making a C compiler. Anyway, I thought he was a really interesting person, so I wrote an article on him. And Jim Roskind is the person that made. He was hired by Google to make the Quick protocol. Is IPv6 the link layer? Link isn't link the okay, it's phi layer and then link layer, I think. I forget my hierarchy. Using UDP library called init for hack matrix. Older than Bjorn. You would drive sales? Just asking for permission. No, I'm saying not at this time. That's very generous of you to offer, though. But I don't know if you're driving sales. If you're doing something that financially benefits me, then I have to. You have to question what's in it for you. All right, why doesn't this work? So we're merging together the transparency. Oh, nice. Get another gifted membership. Congrats to Orthodox NPC. Keep up the great content. Thank you very much. Man's making a presumably game engine of some kind. Not payment. You do need a license to use this, though. But technically, it's a game, not really. Well, it's a game engine with a minimal game. Add a world to me, metaverse. That's the value. Okay, let's try to figure out why this doesn't work. This is very confusing. Payment is B2B. I'm afraid that there's already multiple ways to buy my stuff. Hey Rob, long time no see. What's new? How's life? How's the game progressing? The game is progressing a little bit at a time. I've only been working on it, I guess. The stuff I've been doing on stream is the only work I've been doing on it lately. But otherwise, things are chugging along. Still not a billionaire yet, but I'm working on it. Making videos, making posts. All right, so my merging, I assume, works. Because the UI looks all right. But it's not clear to me why. Now let's run it again. Basically asking to buy royalties to develop your game into an MMO. I mean, you already have your own MMO. You should do that. I think you've already got a good vision for that. Pursue that and make a whole bunch of money. And get really rich. Did you win the eviction battle yet? So the current update on that is on October 6th, we had the hearing. The second of the L2 merits hearing, which is the third hearing of that overall. And on the 14th of October, we got word back that the remaining cases were dismissed. So currently there's no outstanding in-routine eviction. However, in November, we got a notification that the landlord is appealing the case. So they want to try and escalate it above the tenant board to divisional court, then go to divisional court and fight there. So that's but then again, that's also an appeal. So I guess they probably are just doing that to if they can get like a couple more tenants out, then there's a significant ROI on that. Who dares to gift me a membership? That was, you can thank WR Logo for the gifted membership. Okay, so that up there, that's what I'm trying to fix. So that has I was able to run a block mining game without a license. Is the license merely recommended but not enforced? So there's the trial period, so you can run it for 30 days without having a license. But after 30 days, you are legally required to pay me at least $1 through any mechanism by so either if you've ever given me $1 for anything, either through purchasing merchandise, purchasing a sponsored block type, channel memberships, or anything like that. Very confusing. Does that mean I have to move to New Axel Heiberg? Start digging the port now? Well, we still need some funding for the port. So I guess if you want to work on digging it, I'll have to pay you, but I don't have any money right now. Do you know how many tenants have already given up? How successful has the landlord been with all of this? Do you talk to other tenants and cooperate in the battle? Originally there were 61 tenants who got it in 13s. It might have even been more than that. And there were, I think, at the initial hearing, there was, I think, around 30 tenants. And around 15 of those tenants won on a technicality, and then the rest of the tenants won on the merits hearing. So that's altogether, that's like legally 30 tenants won the case. I think there's some tenants who might be still on the case because they're some tenants, I think, took deals with the landlord, because the landlord said, if you just agree to pay more money, then we won't go through this legal process, and you can just live in your apartment. There are also a few that just decided to leave. I'm not sure. I don't have the numbers. I talked to some of the tenants. I have talked to some of the tenants. A lot of people are stressed out about it. Don't want to think about it anymore. Pixelcatcher 123 says hello. How's it going? All right, I thought this would be simple, but it turns out to be complicated. Is it costly for him to do court battles against 60 people? Is it costly for you to defend yourself? I'm not sure. It probably doesn't cost him very much, because it's all together in one hearing. I just chose to represent myself. see, what will that do? Right, that is what I expected. All right, let's see if that fixes it. Interesting. This stream has way more likes on it. All right, interesting. That doesn't have the coordinates at all. Still focus on content creation full time to pursue other things. Lately, I have also been doing making some new. Oh, it's broke. I have been making some videos. You can check my channel for the most recent. I put quite a bit of work into those. Some business ones. Because I figured, the content I want to make is like stuff that's actually economically useful. Stuff about my business experiences and stuff, which I think is also useful for other people out there pursuing business. But I guess people who aren't interested in the, well, I don't know. There's a small number of my videos get a disproportionate amount of the views. So the last few videos haven't really popped off very much. But I don't know. I'll keep at it. It seems like the way the algorithm works is it takes of like whatever your last 10 videos is. If you have one that's like a number one, it pushes that one like way harder than the other ones. That's unexpected. This should have worked, but it doesn't. Oh wait, no, that's what I want. Programming is a niche on YT, but it becomes more and more popular, I think. Yeah, it's like an optimization problem to solve. Like, if you want content that gets more views and appeals to more people, it has to be more like sensational, like drama content, and like not frivolous, degenerate nonsense. That'll get more views. But the like monetization and brand value of that is much lower. But on the other extreme, if you only made YouTube videos about how to manufacture like extremely high precision oscilloscopes, you'd probably get like couple of views a day. but those viewers would be really interested in high precision oscilloscopes, and then you might make sales and sell one scope for thousands and thousands of dollars. So it's an optimization problem where you can capture a more valuable audience. But if you go too niche on stuff, like I have a video on what causes bit flips in memory. That video is, I think, quite niche, but I think it's a good video. Like I think it's a pretty good resource on that topic, but it's not quite monetizable enough. Look at that. It's still got the same problem. You saw it. What causes bit flips in memory? That's awesome. You're in the few thousand people who saw it. It is recommended that everyone use the Slackware 15.0 operating system. It is recommended by who? Okay, let me think about this. Got your bit video in the recommendation. Yeah, that's that took quite a bit of time and research. It'd be nice if that one trended a bit more. Some of the editing was not great. The audio was not amazing. I'm not sure if that's the deciding factor, but oh, I think I forgot how my merge down function works. Or did I? Ever used Objective-C? I've not. Objective-C, that was an Apple thing, wasn't it? I think I remember someone using Objective-C for mobile phone programming. Is Objective-C still used? I seem to remember it was like the application for it was replaced by another language. Objective-C, Objective-C too swift, or are you saying that it's better? Detached? I'm not sure what to make of that. Replaced? Yeah, outside my domain, I never really used. Well, I think I had I bought an iPad or an iPod Nano for someone many years ago, but other than that, never bought an Apple product. Okay. What do I do to make this work? This kind of doesn't make any sense. It's like it's If I do this. So those border elements are separate layers now, so they should just merge together, and then I can write it onto the frame. It's still doing it. Let me think. Maybe it's because maybe I need to add the changed region. Actually, that would explain it. So this thing has, when you write to a layer in a certain area, it updates that as the change region. And if the change region doesn't cover something, then that area won't get updated. Nope, that was not the problem. I really need I need a whole set of unit tests for some drawing primitives and stuff. But then again, that's so much work. And I already spent what did it take me, 60, 100 days or something to get the screen layer merging working. So simple, but yet so complicated. This doesn't make any sense. I also really need to add like a... Originally I was planning to add like this whole elaborate debugging feature for the screen layer merging stuff. That would be nice to have. That we could just like basically step through how it's drawn. I can see where it's going wrong. It's acting like it's like maybe it's changing an internal buffer, so it just keeps rewriting the same wrong information. This is crazy. I also shouldn't even need that. Maybe I'll have to step through this in the debugger. But it takes so long to open the debugger. What to do? Well, I usually always was streaming an hour anyway. Maybe I was going to set my goal of 1 hour. Maybe I'll just call it a night, and then I'll start off next stream. I'll just fire up the debugger and figure this out once and for all. It must be something silly, like this, like inside the screen layer I have a change region, and if the change region, if that's empty, then it won't, the merge function just does nothing. All right, well, we'll call it a night. We'll be back for tomorrow for day 242. All right, have a good night, everyone.